Hello everyone, welcome to the Glitch Talk number 5. I'm Glitch11,
I'm 22.
and today we're gonna discuss probably the most vital part in everyone's lives. We're gonna discuss the community and the group. So let's dive in, guys. Welcome, and I hope you will enjoy this podcast.
Let's get into it.
Okay, so let's dive in and start with some interactive story with personal anecdote.
Yeah, my personal anecdote of a community would be, so I practiced karate from when I was 12 until I was like 16. I want to do this like a karate dojo every weekend, like Saturday and Sunday for like 2 hours. And then like when I went there, like I wasn't expect the start of the story was a little bit funny though, because like I was a little bit bullied.
I mean, yeah.
In that time, and my mom's like, "You want to go to the karate?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!" and then I went there, so it was kind of funny. But I wasn't expecting that much, like just like I was like a kid, I didn't know anything, and then I went there. But to my surprise, like it's just I saw only up until the point that in my life I didn't have any new people in my life, right? Just like my school, my friends, and then my family, and etc. That's why. And then, but like when I went there, I just like encountered with a whole new set of people, right? Just like a lot of different backgrounds. It was like this whole club, like around like 30 people, 40 people, and then like they are like these two black belts, like they were like trainers, like they were training me, and like because I was like new there and stuff like that. So like it was like my first intro to like a sense of community per se, and then like I was like I enjoyed it so much that at the start it was a little bit like difficult, like pushing myself into the new culture of the community, but like after a year, after 2 years, I just like I was immersed in this sense of like because each specific community have like specific values and the specific the traditions we do, right? Like as for example, like we greet like Japanese style, like just like this, like when we meet each other, right? In the dojo, or like in outside or whatever, right? And then like so when I go to the dojo, it's just like a place, like a training place. When I go to the dojo, it's just like when I meet anybody, just like we just like us like this, right? We just like introduce, like, or just like give each other respect like this. But I wouldn't be doing that in my school or my classroom, right?
Yeah, because like different set of traditions. Like if you're gonna just greet someone, like what the fuck?
Exactly. And then it was just my sense of like that would be my personal story of like like this community that I was like indulgent, and then I really enjoy staying, and then like it just like taught me a lot about like, hey, like what is a community, and then like what is this, like what does a strong community needs, right? Yeah.
Wait, let's put it this way. How did you act before joining the community, and how did you act after? Did you change any like your personal values, like core values, or?
Oh, it definitely changed me a lot, but it depends on what kind of community too, right? Like if you were going to a biker community, or like biker gang, like you will you will pick up like way whole different like different set of like mannerism, right? But since I was in a Japanese martial arts community, it was like this really respectable though. We had like this sensei, the teacher, who was always like he had the highest degree, right? So yeah, like we immensely respected him a lot, and he was like really kind too. And then we had this like it taught me to be, how to say, it taught me the concept of respect a lot. Honestly, I think like that's I think that came down from the Japanese culture too. But it just really taught me the concept of respect. And then like, well, in my third year, I became a black belt, and then I started instructing the lower rankers, like the white belts, right? And then it taught me like this, like how to be patient, and then how to communicate with one another in the community, because like community, it's just a bunch of strangers, just like coming together for a same purpose, vision, mission, or whatsoever. So yeah, it made me better as a human being, that community. But I would say like it depends on the community that you will be going into. Yeah.
I didn't know that you have a black belt.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
And also, like, I think it's mostly about martial arts in general.
Yeah.
That if you have a good coach, they teach you like how to respect yourself and how to respect other people, and also like how to use the power that you have
Yes.
in the right way,
Yes,
and not
exactly.
like
Exactly.
using any extra. Okay, and today, guys, the main theme today is the rise, dynamics, and the evolution of the communities. And since we're a Web3 company, we're also going to discuss how communities are in Web3. So let's jump into the first segment, and it is understanding the communities. So let's define the community. What the community is for you?
A community for me is a group of people with the same set of principles and the same set of purpose. That is a community for me. A community can range from 3 people to thousands of people, right? And I think a really strong community have uh, strong engagement, and then strong accountability that puts like that checks on one another, and then the third thing is like strong respect towards one another. I think like those three community have a strong those three the three characteristics define a strong community. Of course, like at the top would be like the mission or the purpose that they are striving for, right? So I think that's what a strong community is, and then yeah.
Do you think that every member of community should have the same belief in certain things? For example, well, let's cut out. Ik ga het out. Yeah, I'll start over again. Do you think that all the communities need to have like some sort of the same belief? For example, belief towards like higher purpose, or how they should interact in certain ways, how they should act?
I think there are commandments, and as long as you're not breaking the commandments, then like I think that you're free as a like individual, you know. Because like of course there are some certain rules or commandment that like is written on the wall that nobody must break within the community, right? And as long as like you're not touching or going near the areas of those, it's like for example the first thing of the community would be like do not lie to each other, and then like you started like I don't know like not lying but like not telling the truth, or started playing around those exactly. So it's kind of like playing around with the commandment. So I think that's not acceptable. But like other things, you know, like just like whatever it is, I think like those are not everybody need to be the same, and not everybody will be the same. So as long as you don't touch the commandments, then I think it's probably like normal at all. Yeah.
Okay, great. And do you want to jump in historical context of communities? Because as I'm aware, communities have been here from day one.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
when like the first more than one human appeared, there was already a community, and they were like working, maybe not the way we understand community right now,
Yeah.
but still some sort of a group that works towards a same goal. In their case was survival, like getting food.
Just like
Breeding,
exactly
yeah.
like going after the tiger, or like, you know, back in the day like the kid, yeah.
almost
Exactly. You know, they were just like, I mean, the tribalisms, the kingdoms, you know, like I don't know, like the gaming communities, like whatever it is, they're all communities, you know, like I think like I was watching this like TED talk, and then like just like community just, it's not even a like it's a necessity, you know, like it is like it will be always there, like community, like people long for a sense of belonging, so like community will always be there.
100%. You're always looking for someone who share
Yeah.
same interests, same belief,
Exactly.
unless you're antisocial or have
I wouldn't even say
something
that.
wrong with you.
Even anti-socials might have a community within themselves, you know, like I think I'm probably sure like there's like a lot of,
I'm talking more about like some severe yeah. But I agree, yeah. Everyone is striving for everyone is striving for some sort of the community.
what do you think it is necessary for a thriving community?
Well, I think that the main goal, like the most vital part, is the shared purpose. So a community should have something in common that they're working towards for.
Yeah.
For example, if my goal is to create a family, live a happy life, and your goal is to be a successful entrepreneur, and you're not worried about the values that I have,
Yeah.
most likely when we're working in this community, it's gonna be different.
It is.
However, if we have the same values, the same shared values, you and me, first of all, we're gonna be useful to each other, because I'm gonna give you something that I learned.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna be telling me this what you learned.
One underrated thing about community is support, you know, really like good support, like a community. I mean, community might seems like a rather like a little bit like a strange word, but it's just like normal relationships, you know. Like it's just like we just put in a package on it. Just like if somebody's sick, then like if you're sick and then somebody's there for you, and that's like he's part of the community that you're in it too, you know. Like a true community, like is like one of the underrated things is like they always support one another, you know, just like emotional support or physical support or whatever it is. It just, I think like that's one of the really like the good things about the community that I enjoy, like just like support, just strong support, like just being there for your buddy or being there for your friend, you know, like one like that person needs you. I think like that's really nice.
Another beautiful thing about the community, which share the share goal, is that most likely people in that group already experienced something that you're experiencing right now, and they were able to overcome that difficulty. Therefore, they can give you an advice on what the best way is. Of course, it's nice to experience everything yourself and find your own explanation to everything, but if someone is giving you the answer on how to do it and they know that it's gonna work, why not use their advice?
This I completely agree with that. It would just make things, now I wouldn't say easier, but like just like it's like a safety net, you know, like that you could fall back on like that. So it's kind of interesting, yeah.
Just that someone is always backing you up and giving you hope that these
That's a
issues.
strong boost, you know. Like I know not recently, but yeah, I just somebody being there for you, just somebody just saying that you can do it, bro. You know, just somebody, you know, like just like you don't need like a whole like 1,000 followers. Or, you don't need a cheerleader group, you know. You just need like this like certain just truly believe in you. Like you can do it, bro. Don't worry about it, you know. Or like your joy, like if you got a gym partner, you know, like so. Like well like one of my gym workout sessions, you know, like long time ago, like I had this like really like heavy bench, right? And I haven't like bench in my like I haven't done it in my life like at times at all, you know. And it's like this like big ass plate, and like he's like, you can do it, but don't worry about it, just you can do it. I'm like, I cannot do it, bro. I cannot do it, and I cannot do it. And I just like lift it up with the correct technique. I'm like, oh, I can do it, you know. And just like once somebody's like truly supporting you, I think like that's when you like really unlock your true potential, you know, because like sometimes people just need a little bit boost, and then I think like communities are really like good at boosting one another in a good way and bad way, of course.
Well, depends on the community.
Exactly.
That's why this network is the best community you can find.
Facts.
Okay, so what do you think is like another characteristic of thriving community?
Strong engagement for sure, you know. That's why I prefer. Of course, physical communities will be the best ideal solution, right? But in this day and age, you know, with everybody like having their own different schedules and stuff like that, it's kind of like hard though. That's why like I would say like running clubs or soccer clubs or just like Sunday soccer pickups, they have some of the strongest community, you know. Like just like 12 guys just like meeting every Sunday, and then I like go getting some like drinks afterwards. Like they have one of the like 12 people, but they have a really strong team, you know, and like they know each other real well. So I would say like they're one of the best community physically, but also like I think it is possible to recreate it digitally. But the strong engagement lies in the how to say, strong engagements is about strong benefits. People only want to engage in things that they were that
will benefit them
exactly
in certain ways.
exactly. So I think like really strong communities have benefits could be so many things, and like knowledge benefits, just like opportunity benefits, just like networking benefits, and just anything benefits. So just by engaging in the community, just by talking with your fellow community members, and if you unlock or if you gain like a knowledge set or just like a link, you know, like a YouTube, you had been looking for this source, right? Like so many long time, and just like you couldn't find it like any kind of source, right? And you ask in the community like, yo, I've been like looking for this, like where can I find it? He's like the guy just like, out of nowhere in the community just drop like, oh, here's a YouTube link. I know what you're talking about, you know. I've looking, just so good. You're like, oh, fuck, I've been looking for this, you know, like I've been looking for something like this, like the bread is perfect, thank you, bro, you know. Just like so, like it is possible, but strong engagements is the epicenter of that is strong benefits and then strong trust with each other, you know. So I think like yeah, that's what I would say.
So I had this personal example from I was working on medical project before, and we were working with MRI scans, so 3D images of the brain. And I had this huge issue where I had to get the specific slice of the brain, and I couldn't do it because I didn't know how to do it in that specific language environment. And I spent a week looking through the YouTube videos, other links,
Yeah,
nothing.
exactly.
Or something so complicated that it was next level, some like PhD student stuff, which was not for my level. And I knew other people did it. But the moment I spoke to the guy who already did it, first of all, he said that, oh, I went through the same stuff, so don't worry about this. Already a good relief that, okay, I'm not the one struggling with this.
Yeah.
And second of all, he just dropped me a video, really low key one, with 200 views, with completely different name,
Yeah.
but exactly what I needed to solve my issue.
Yeah.
So that just proves that you don't need to be on your own all the time, and if you have someone who can help you, and it doesn't need to be someone much wider or much more experienced, just someone who's working in the same field and has the same goal, they can really help you out. So now whenever I'm like hearing that someone is working with the MRI scans, I say, okay guys, here are your YouTube video, just in case if you need it, because it saved my life.
Yeah.
Maybe it's gonna save yours.
Exactly. Now it got 203 views. So that's
Yeah,
pretty good.
or maybe 2 and 5. It depends.
So what would you say are the most common characteristics of a thriving community?
I think one of the probably most important is adaptive leadership and leadership in general,
Yeah.
because people need someone to follow.
Yes, yes, yes. A community need a leader. A community need a leader. I would say like that. You know, I completely agree with that. Like most of the interactions that I had been in community, people need somebody to look up to, or some people need like a guideline, or people need like a standard. You know, like people just need that. Like
Someone who builds a road for you.
Exactly.
It doesn't need to be like a clear road
Yeah.
toward the path.
yeah.
At least the outline of
Exactly.
where everyone.
Exactly, a structure of like where should one start, because like that is what is a community, it is, you know, because like of course like there could be outliers, but like outliers are outliers too, you know, like there are multiple outliers in the community, and they're like finding the new horizon every day, but like the leader must like always set the standard, so that like how should the community like go forward and like cooperate. So I think like a community needs a really adaptive leadership.
And also the one who listens to others and listens to. We were just discussing this last podcast as well, that you need to hear other people, and you need to hear people who you're working with, because otherwise they're being silenced by you, and it creates some sort of conflict.
Yeah.
Even though like you don't see the conflict, it might be there. And if it is there, it's going to disrupt the team, it's going to disrupt the community, it's going to bring some negative changes in the group.
It not only hurt other, but if you think about it, it hurts you too, you know, like you don't let new thinkings, new ideas that come into your mind because of this like whatever thing you have going on, right? So you have always think same set of thinking, and you know, like I wouldn't say like the same style of thinking for more than like multiple years is okay, like it depends on like who you are though, but like I think like my thinking has been like a little bit progressing by year, so I would say that's kind of my style, you know, but because of the new idea set, but my core values are always the same, but my ideologies and my thinking were always evolving, like because of the new experiences of the new like perspectives that's coming in, so like that's part of my view too. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the next segment, and it is why communities decline or fail. So what do you think are the reasons for this?
There are multiple reasons, but the main thing would be the most common thing would be internal conflicts. Most of the time, it's usually internal conflicts, due to the lack of trust, due to the spies. You know, like sometimes like your community have spies, or like just like who is not really a part of the community and like just want to wreck shit up, right? So like you need to be and that like this they plant a seed, right? They plant a seed of mistrust. They plant a seed of like that the thing that really doesn't align with your community, and then like one member like started like doubting one another, and I just like it's really obvious, you know, like in a community, like once somebody's like once something's start happening, like things spread quick. That the point is that things spread quick. To build a community, you might take 10 years, but for a community to fall, it's like 1 week. You know? That's facts. That is facts. So yeah, internal conflicts will be the main thing.
I think like what I can up, one of the potential reasons for this is probably the loss of a shared vision. So especially as the longer you go, the longer the path is, everyone have different backgrounds and everyone is aiming for different things. And at the end, if you don't constantly reconsider like, okay, that's what we're looking for, taking like your opinion, my opinion, team's opinion, and seeing like, does it is it in common?
It also need to be a sustainable goal too, like sustainable mission, like just really a truly like grand. Not it should okay, like it doesn't have to be grand though, but if it's like a really sustainable and then really like okay, like how to say it, like we want to make this like neighborhood better, a neighborhood community, like okay, we want to make this neighborhood better, right? We like the community will start with like cleaning the sewages or like cleaning the bushes or whatever, and just like okay, like building a gym or like just like step by step. So that's not bad at all.
Important question: how exactly you want to make? For example, for someone, a gym might be a good place. For another one, a meditation room or a temple might be a good thing. Everyone is different, so that's why you need to constantly discuss within your group whether we should do it.
Open dialogue discussions, I think they're really important. Like just like okay, like guys, I want to build this temple, I want to build it, and then another would be like, oh, I don't think, instead of just like oh, it started hating, instead of just like started hating on it immediately, just like oh, I don't think like the temple will be that good, like why, and here's my reason, like oh, that's not bad, like open dialogue discussions that will lead to somewhere, like it might lead to conflicts for sure, but it is better than like just not saying anything and then like just like started like throwing like rocks at each other.
Conflicts are not bad. Unresolved conflicts, that's what's really is a big issue for communities and relationships in general.
Yes. That's a really good one. That's a really good one.
And the probably final one is external threats. Well, I think it's more for certain communities which are conflicting with the other communities. For example, if I have a community of people who enjoy playing basketball, like just for fun, most likely there won't be any external threats unless there is like our basketball rival club who wants to smash us and like destroy our group from inside. So that's the spy. So it all depends on what exact community do you have, but external threats is a big thing. What do you think?
I agree. It depends on the community. Like most of the community, external threats might not exist, but like some really big communities, I think like they have it. They have it like the bigger the community, the bigger the responsibility, the bigger everything, right? The bigger the enemies are like that you're gonna face. Like because like trust me, like there will always be people that's different from you. They will try to hate on you. So like when you have a big enough community, there will be some I would say like some things that you have to start looking out for.
Yeah, I think like religious communities are the biggest example here. Like if we look back, and even right now, you see like how much of the wars happened just for this single reason.
And like you said, unsolved conflicts, so unresolved conflicts. So yes, exactly.
Okay, so let's finally jump into the why we're here in the first place, into the modern communities in the Web3. So what do you think is the future for the community building in the Web3 space?
Yeah, so people long for the sense of belonging, right? So community will always be here and will always be there. So that's no doubt. But like everything else, it will always be evolving, right? Like the technology that we use, community will be like evolving too, and then. I think people will go towards more digital too, just build digital, but also in like it's kind of interesting that we're in this time of like in the past, like the digital community, like even though they unlock this ability of like okay, you're able to like have a sense of belonging with like people from like other side of the world now, but like you wouldn't have this like same, how to say, like spontaneous thing that you could do with like physical like community interaction, right? But I think like they will change with like how to say, like VR, AR. So like I think like the new technologies will be really interesting, especially with the Apple Vision Pro. I think like there will be like a lot of like communities using those like to interact, like just like Sunday talk or whatever, which like you just put it on, you can go to like different walls, like okay, like guys, let's go to this dungeon for this day, just talking with your friends and stuff like that.
I think like computer games are the best example. If you look, for example, like for World of Warcraft, like thousands of people are gathering together.
You got guilds, right? You got
Yeah,
guilds.
like literal guilds, which people with shared interests, what we discussed,
Yeah.
with a shared value and the same goal to succeed in the game, and they just all work together. So that's how it shifted, like from
And they got the
previous
best, one of the best standards of community, you know, because like everything is so well structured, you know, like it's just like because like the game master has already like okay guys, like for this community, like no doing this, no doing that, and then like it's just like the rules are so simple but also so strict that if somebody like doesn't follow it, you just kicked out immediately, right?
and it's really easy to find the one who is not obeying the rules. Like the moment everything is digital, you can see the history of the chat, you can see the history of what person did before and what he's planning to do, and so on. And that's like why Web3. On Web3, everything is on chain. You will see every step made by everyone in the group.
Exactly. So like I said, you know, like there were a lot of weaknesses with the physical community, and then there were a lot of weaknesses with the Web2 communities. And I think like I said, the foundation of community is trust. And to by trust, you build engagement, and you build the benefits, and you build the other things on top of it, right? The trust is like the trust, and then the legitimacy of the trust, you know, like if are people really following it, or just like they just saying like just some stuff out of the mouth, you know. But like just ability to check for those trust is like, because like when you don't have to ask for somebody, like you're like, can I trust you? But like just like you can just go look up, like okay, like, and just like if the person did really the thing that he told, right? So like you just like have this like sense of trust, like okay, like a verifiable trust that you verify yourself, right? I think like this that Web3 community really evolve and unlock, you know. Now that you don't have to just go and message like, can I trust you on a stranger website, right? You can just like literally go look up, and then just like it's immutable. So I think like that's one of the main unlocks of the Web3, and then plus like the other technology combined, because like Web3 is just an infrastructure, right? Like this like layer, and like the with like the new like games, or the new like VR AR with combined. I think they're gonna unlock so many like different benefit, that the best of the both worlds, you know, the best of the physical world and the best of the digital world.
Also, I give it a few more years and you will start seeing the results. Give it 5 or 10 years and you will see the actual difference that it made to the infrastructure and like environment in general.
I completely agree. That's why I really enjoy the concept of the concept of the DAOs right now. You know, DAOs are really interesting.
What do you think would be the challenges in DAOs and like Web3 communities in general?
Efficiency, definitely efficiency. When you give like 100 people or like an independent voice, they're gonna start saying like 100 voices. So ability to channel all those voice into like one set of action is extremely hard. So
Redirecting 100 different voices into one same, like into making it a song. Like that's
but I think it is possible. I wouldn't I won't say it is possible to run a startup with 100 people DAO, but I think if there was like sub DAOs, like 2 or 3 people, it's totally possible. You know, like you just need like a because like what a DAO, like the negative is the inefficiency, right? But the positive is so good. What is the positive is like trustability, and that's what like startups really need. You know, like you need a partner that you can trust, that they know that you know their attentions, right? So you want to do your startup, and then like you got your co-founder, just like another one guy or one girl or whatever, right? It's like you three together, and then like you got this like little DAO, and then like you just started doing things, and 3 voices is like way easier to channel than 100 voices, you know, like 1,000 voices. So 3 voices you can just like talk it out, and then like you just started your thing. So I think like small groups will have a really strong unlock, but like they always need a strong support from a bigger group. So I think like the concept of sub DAOs are really important. DAOs within the sub DAO, like they need to be like a kingdom, but a kingdom cannot, it's not efficient. But like the kingdom needs to have teams that's like really doing the things, right? So I think like the combination of those will be the true unlock, the true unlocking the potential of the Web3 community.
okay. That's great.
So let me ask you the ending question of like, what are you excited to see in terms of community development in coming like 5 years, like in terms of the tech wise, in terms of like how in terms of the psychological wise too, like how do you think human will start like behaving like with this like new technological evolvement, and then like how will the community like structures could change?
Well, I think that right now, especially for younger people, there is a huge trust established in online communities. I know personally a lot of people who made friends online and they made like lasting relationships. Some people that they can trust, that they can like rely on and get what we discussed in the beginning. You can get the support that you need, you can get the assistance and guidance from those people. So I think it's already happening right now, but in future it's only gonna be even more popular and more people are gonna get involved. I think that some individuals are gonna forget about like physical communities and will become a part of like online communities, will become a part of something digital. And on psychological, I think it's great because right now a lot of people are experiencing loneliness, experiencing
Sense of belonging, you know.
sense of belonging. Yeah. And when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about a person who is not talking to literally anyone. And this has a huge impact. COVID showed it. Wait for 15 years, you will see the true things that COVID did to the community and to the mental well-being of those people. So I think the more online communities are getting popular, the better it is for people who are in position that they can join the physical communities. There are many reasons for this.
But yeah, exactly, like if somebody could really like remove the inefficiency and then the how to say improve the interactions within the online community, I think that would be the main, the final step. And that's what we're doing right now, right? Just like unlock the final step, and then this like the online community will truly be like the best standard for a community.
And also another thing about online communities is that people are like, we all know someone who is very anxious, who has difficulties having like physical interactions with people outside, but when they're online they're completely different people. Like the way they act, the things that they share with others is like on next level, which is a good thing. Maybe not like good, they're not doing this physically, but at least they have like a safe space to share those things, someone they have a chance to talk to. So I think like the more online communities are there, more opportunities are created, less lonely people, better society.
Facts. And I think it's a really good place to end off this Glitch Talk episode 5. And thank you guys for watching this again. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to our channels, our socials, and everything. And I hope you guys enjoy this the content that we're distributing right now. And let us know in the comment what do you want to see us from us next. And thank you, 22 again, and
I'm Glitch 11.
thank you.
Glitch out.
Glitch out.